Isn't it just incredible how they go from babbling to full sentences in just a few short years? It's like witnessing a superpower unfold. But did you know there's a science behind this magic? It's called the absorbent mind, and understanding it can transform how you support your child's language journey. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore how to unlock your toddler's language power. Hello, mindful parents. Welcome back to Mindful Method with Soraya. If you're a parent or a caregiver of a little one, you've landed in the right place. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating topic: nurturing language development in our toddlers beyond just words. This is such a critical aspect of child development. I truly believe with a little guidance, we can create a language rich environment that sets our children up for success in no small ways. Before we jump in, though, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and join our community of mindful Montessori parents. After all, parenting needn't be so hard with some support. And I'm here to give you just that. Now, picture this: a little one sitting in a vibrant room filled with books, sounds, and conversations. This is a dream scenario for any parent aiming to enhance their child's language skills. Research shows that when toddlers are immersed in a rich language environment, their brains thrive. They're like sponges soaking up all the vocabulary, sounds, and structures that they hear. Why is this important, you may ask? Well, children who grow up in language rich households tend to have extensive vocabularies and stronger academic skills in the later years. So, as a caregiver or as a parent, it's crucial to talk to our little ones frequently and involve them in meaningful conversations because every word matters. Listening to toddlers. The art of effective listening. Now, let's talk about listening. Yes, listening. It may seem simple, but it's an art, especially with toddlers. When we listen actively, we're telling our children that their thoughts and feelings are important. So, how can you improve your listening skills? First, put down that phone. Make some eye contact, nod along, reflect back to them what they've said. If your toddler told you a story about a big blue crayon, for example, respond with something like, "Wow, you really like blue crayons. What do you want to draw with it?" This not only validates their feelings, but encourages them to share even more. Let's truly hear what they have to say. Now, Maria Montessori talked about the absorbent mind, a period from birth to 6 years where children soak up information like sponges. And within that, there are sensitive periods. Now, sensitive periods are special windows of opportunity. In the first 3 years of life, it's the unconscious absorbent mind. Think of this period in development as your child's brain building foundation of language without even trying. They're incredibly sensitive to sounds, words, and patterns. And this is why a language-rich environment is crucial. Talk to them constantly, even if they don't seem to understand. Read aloud, sing songs, and describe everything you're doing. And remember, order is key. So consistent routines and language patterns that repeat themselves help them to internalize those structures. Also, move with your language. Action songs are amazing. Now, The unconscious absorbent mind period is from 0 to 3 years. So from birth to about the third year, our toddlers are in what we call the absorbent unconscious mind stage. During this time, they're like little sponges taking in everything they hear and see. And there's the exciting part. They don't even realize that they're learning. And this is the perfect opportunity for caregivers to expose babies to a variety of sounds, songs, and speech. Sing songs, read and narrate daily activities using tone and pitch. Oh, and this period also features 3 sensitive periods that can truly encourage and enhance language development. 1. Sensitivity to language. During this period, playful sounds and baby conversations can be truly magical. 2. Sensitivity to order. Consistency is key. Establishing routines that not only help in language development but also creates a sense of security for your child. 3. Sensitivity to movement. During this phase in development, it's important to describe actions while your child explores. So say things like, "You're climbing up." This connects language with their physicality. Let's talk about practical tips for listening and creating a rich environment in the first 3 years of life. How do you support the first 3 years? First of all, listen. I mean, really listen. Get down to their level, make eye contact, and be patient. Repeat what they say to show that you understand and create that rich environment. Label things around the house, use descriptive language, and don't be afraid to use big words. Explain them simply though, and don't forget, books are your best friends. Keep them everywhere around the house. The conscious mind stage is the period between 3 to 6 years, and during this period, your child is refining their language. As your child moves into the conscious absorbent mind stage from age 3 to 6 years, they start to refine their language skills. They're now consciously exploring grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. This is where we shift from exposing them to language to really engaging them in meaningful conversations. They start to understand the social aspects of language and their senses become more refined, noticing little things such as accents and intonations. So it is the time to start to refine their language through more complex conversations, proper pronunciations, and explaining the why of language, not just the what. As children get closer to age 3, they usually enter a more conscious stage of learning. They begin asking questions, forming sentences, and oh boy, so many thoughts to share. They ask why constantly. And during this time, it's important to not just listen, but also to engage them in enriching conversations. Here, the sensitivity for language and order plays such a vital role. Children learn through social interactions, so encourage group play dates and discussions amongst their peers. And don't forget their sensitivity to social aspects and also sensitivity to sensory refinement. So reading stories that resonate with them or engage them in sensory activities. Think of messy play, different textures and sounds. All these can enhance their language skills dramatically. Now, remember to ask open-ended questions to spark their curiosity and to help refine their thoughts into words. How do we do this? Ask open-ended questions. Instead of, "Did you have fun?" ask, "What is your favorite part of the park?" Follow their interests, expand on their ideas, and encourage storytelling. And remember, make it fun. Use silly voices, tell jokes, and play word games. Reading aloud is still vital, but now you can explore more complex stories and discuss them together and include them in conversations. Let them share their opinions and learn about social graces. Now, let's talk about engaging discussions. Some of my favorite tips include: 1. Be curious together. Use prompts like, "What do you think about that?" Or "Why do you feel that way?" Get down to their level. Physically lower yourself, whether it's sitting on the floor or kneeling, so your toddler feels that connection. Use open-ended questions too. I already mentioned this, but I would like to emphasize, instead of asking yes or no questions, try questions that require more thought. Instead of asking, "Did you have fun at the playground?" Try, "What was your favorite thing to do at the playground today?" This invites a longer response and gets their thoughts flowing. 3. Echo and expand. When your toddler says something, echo it back to them and then expand on it. So, for instance, if they say doggy, you might respond, "Yes, a big brown dog. What do you think the dog was doing?" This encourages deeper thinking and vocabulary growth. 4. Be an active listener. React positively to what your child shares. Use verbal cues like, "Oh, really?" and "That's so interesting," to show that you are invested in their story. This encourages them to keep talking and to keep exploring. Next, let's talk about the magic of storytelling, singing, and reading aloud. These activities are not only fun, but essential for language development. You can even make up silly songs using your daily routines. Finally, the benefits of reading aloud are immense. Find a cozy spot, grab a pile of books, and make this a daily ritual. Use different voices for characters to keep it engaging. Ask questions about the story as you read, like, "What do you think will happen next?" It invites participation and keeps them engaged. Remember, the goal is for these moments to be joyful and relaxed. The more fun you have together, the more you will want to engage with language. There are 3 pillars of language development: 1, storytelling, singing, and reading aloud. Storytelling isn't just about reading books, it's about telling and making up stories together. Use props, puppets, and let your child contribute. Singing is another amazing tool to utilize. It helps with rhythm, vocabulary, and memory. Sing loads of nursery rhymes, make up silly songs, and sing during daily routines. And reading aloud? It's a daily ritual. Use different voices, point to pictures, and make it interactive. Ask questions, let your child turn the pages, let them love books. When singing together, sing simple songs and nursery rhymes to help your child learn the rhythm and melody of language. Plus, it's delightful. Encourage your child truly to tell stories. This could be about their day, an imaginary adventure, or even stories that are inspired by pictures from a book. Engage with their narratives. Ask follow-up questions that prompt further details. Allow their imagination to flourish. Classics like "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star" or "The Wheels on the Bus Goes Round and Round" are fantastic. You can even make up silly songs using your daily routines. Finally, the benefits of reading aloud are immense. Find a cozy spot, grab a pile of books, and make this a daily ritual. Use different voices for characters to keep it engaging. Ask questions about the story as you read, like, "What do you think will happen next?" It invites participation and keeps them engaged. Remember, the goal is for these moments to be joyful and relaxed. The more fun you have together, the more you will want to engage with language. Let's explore a fantastic tool that many parents overlook: sign language. Yes, that's right. Some parents wonder if it delays speech, but it's actually the opposite. It reduces frustration by giving toddlers a way to communicate before they can speak fluently. It enhances communication, promotes language development, and boosts cognitive skills. Even just a few basic signs like more, eat, can make a big difference. You can learn them online or in a class. It's a fantastic tool, especially if your child has any delays. Introducing basic signs can significantly boost language development for several reasons. One, it reduces frustration. Toddlers often struggle to verbalize their needs, so teaching them simple signs like more, please, and all done gives them a way to communicate without the frustration that can lead to toddler tantrums. Also, it enhances vocabulary. Incorporating signs helps develop vocabulary while reinforcing the words they hear. So, for example, while signing milk, say the word aloud, connecting the visual sign to the verbal identity of the word. Milk, milk, milk. I use sign language with my second daughter and taught her many words starting from birth, right from birth. So I would introduce signs to her while I was breastfeeding. Then by her third month, she could actually sign milk, and which made life so much easy because she could communicate to me when she was hungry and needed to be breastfed. 4. Supports cognitive development. Now, learning signs helps children develop their memory and their understanding of language. It lays a foundation of understanding that will benefit them as adults. Remember, children love stories. So share personal tales, use puppets for storytelling, or ask them to create their own stories. To recap, understand first of all the absorbent mind and its sensitive periods. Then learn to create a rich language environment. Listen actively, engage in meaningful conversations, use sign language and make storytelling, signing, singing, and reading a part of your daily life. Remember, you are your child's first and foremost, most important teacher. By nurturing their language development, you are giving them the gift of communication, confidence, and connection. I hope you find this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to A Mindful Method with Soraya Montessori Parenting for more insights, and share it with other parents that you know. And I would love to hear from you. What are your favorite language building activities? Share them in the comments below. Remember, every word you speak to your child is an investment in their future. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.